second.
This is weird. Here we are.
You already live?
Yep.
Alright, I'm catching up. Hello. Peoples, give me a second while we can join and do the things.
Oh, hey, I didn't turn it on. Here we go. And yeah.
Alright, I got you invited. Did it work? Did you catch the invite? Oh, no, shit, I did it the wrong way. I need to do the connect. My bad. Oh, let's do this way.
Go live with guests. Oh, there we go.
Damn. I love how clean and convenient this is. You got your volume up?
Yeah.
Oh, mine must still be up too. Nope, mine's not.
You're supposed to mute yours.
Oh, that's what it's. How do I do that? Do you see the mute button? Where did it go?
Mute your microphone. There. Oh, it is. So it's
there we go.
Oh.
Now there's no more echo. Alright, guys.
Oh, there we go.
Boom. Now we're back.
Yay.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. We did it. Yay. Yeah, we did it.
We did it.
Oh my goodness. Happy Wednesday.
We'll put on some music while we start these things off.
At some point, I need to go and download the lives and then switch them over to YouTube. Oh, there's so many things I could do.
How are you going to do it?
I don't know. I don't know plan right now.
Hello, everybody. Welcome.
Wednesday night.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I was going to say, but I'm just happy to be here. It's like the halfway point through the week where you know the rest is just easy coasting through the rest of the week. That's how I feel.
That's just working.
And that's how I feel when we do our lives as well. It's like once we're done with the live, Wednesday's over, and it's just the rest of the week. And it's just coasting. But also this weekend, I'm celebrating my youngest son's birthday. He's turning 14. And hopefully his girlfriend can come on a date with him, and we're going to go and eat dinner, and we're going to go see the movie Sheep Detectives.
Oh,
it looks
that
so
looks
cute.
so fun.
Yeah, for chaperoning a date, that movie looks like a pretty cute date.
I'm saying, I've been
cute movie to sit through.
I've been stoked to. I can't wait for it to come out, like onto streaming services.
Speaking of, have you seen Swapped on Netflix? Oh my gosh.
No.
Such a cute movie. Yeah, I told you to watch it with your girls.
Oh.
It was a suggestion. I don't know if you ended up watching anything, but.
Not yet.
Oh gosh, yeah. There you go. That makes me feel so much better.
What did I do?
The way it was just angled with the line. It
wasn't even.
It wasn't. It was like we were creating a corner.
Oh, I see.
It bothered me.
All right, so tonight's topic, you guys, we are gonna jump into internet dating and the lovely experiences about it, and I don't know, we're gonna see where it goes from there.
How many of you have tried internet dating?
Oh my gosh.
Was it a good experience?
Is it a good experience? You know, I've kind of let go of internet dating. It's I found it's more of like a time suck. Like you're just
oh my gosh, I feel like that opens up a giant rabbit hole.
Oh, let's do it. Let's jump in.
Oh no, I can't remember which which dating service it was. I think it was Tinder. Tinder was stealing your information, and it was based upon your rating and whatnot. They would show so many people that are under your rating. So if you were like deemed an ugly person on the dating app, then they would show you other ugly people. They would show you a couple good ones, and then the rest were ugly people. They wouldn't show you all the people in your area.
Stop it.
Yeah, and all sorts of other stuff. But I think it was Tinder. But yeah, there was a big old hubbub over that.
Do you remember Plenty of Fish?
Yeah.
I remember when Plenty of Fish was free.
It's not anymore?
It's no longer. 5 years ago, it was not. 7? No, I guess not.
Yeah, so when was the last time that you had experienced the internet dating?
3 years ago. How long has it been? Yeah, 3, 4. I guess I have to say 4 years now. How long have I been split up? Yeah, that was rough. That was tumultuous. I mean, I was on so many different dating sites. Gosh, reeked of desperate energy. Just, you guys, oh my gosh. That's the thing. All right. Like, I think internet dating in the beginning.
Mine was like 8 years ago.
Yeah.
My experience was about 8 years ago.
But,
hey, Tony, thanks for watching.
But here's the thing. I mean, more has probably added on to from the experience that you've had, but I bet you the experience itself at its core has not changed. But I will say, I bet at the very beginning, when internet dating first became a thing, it was a really quick grab to be able to actually just meet up, right? It wasn't a convenient place to just be safe to talk. So, it had a really good heyday in its beginning, and it probably jump-started a lot of connectivity. I bet you, if you were to go back and look at the statistics, long-distance dating probably took a whole new surge. I wouldn't be surprised if people intentionally took when internet
dating became a thing.
Yeah, because people could meet people from across the way, like they had a sure connection in a place they've never been. Why wouldn't they take that opportunity, even if it was a stranger, like they've been talking?
I don't know. I feel like the internet opened up a lot of things when it came out. I can't believe you're flying to the UK tomorrow. That's ridiculous.
Who is?
Tony.
Oh, what?
Not. It's D&D Tony, but different D&D Tony. Sorry.
Right on. That's wild. Two D&D Tonys.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's really cool. I can't believe you're going to the UK. That's so awesome. Oh my gosh. Are you bringing the wife too? When was the last time that you had experienced internet dating, Tony?
Oh man, internet dating.
When was the last time you experienced internet dating? And what's your little take on internet dating? Leave it in the comments.
How successful were you with your internet dating?
Oh my gosh. So, when I got divorced,
many eons ago.
Gosh, that was back in 2015. 2015. 2015.
Damn, 11 years ago.
11 years ago. That was my first step into internet dating.
That was a decade ago.
Oof, yeah.
It's different with that word, doesn't
it? Yeah. Well, it was weird because you select your pictures, so it's like you are selling yourself to the world. So you have to find good pictures. And not only that, but you already kind of have an idea of what other people use as their profile pictures. So you kind of know what you're going up against. So you want good angles, you want good pictures, and you want them to kind of be relevant. Otherwise, you're phishing people, and you don't want to be that person. You don't want to be that person that focuses too much on your profile picture, and then you're not that person when you show up. So you want to be authentic as well. But how do you be authentic, but also compete against the perfect model looking
pictures that you see scrolling?
Yeah, because that's what the swiping feels like. Is you got to make a good first impression. So how do you focus on the picture? And then if you're not focusing on the picture, then you're focusing on the bio. And if you're not focusing on the bio, oh gosh, there's some people that really focus on bios, and there's people that don't focus on bios. And that was really frustrating because coming out of a almost 5-year marriage, with 2 kids going in the dating world, I was like, oh gosh, dating with kids is already going to be like, it adds such, I feel like it adds, I don't know, from my experience, it added a way different level to internet dating, because I definitely would have been more risque on my internet dating if I did not have kids. My kids saved me in so many ways. I would have done so many
That is wild.
dangerous things that I shouldn't have, probably met people that I shouldn't have if I didn't have my kids to think of.
I did not have great success with internet dating. I mean, not to say that there wasn't success in it, but like,
I went too hard. I felt like I was really serious, and I was really disappointed that people weren't as serious. It was definitely a lot of like, are we gonna have sex? No? Okay. Next. Like, wow. Nudes. Send nudes. Hello to you too. Like,
that's wild.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So filtering through that, and oh my gosh, you're gorgeous. Thanks. So what's your name? Hicks?
On my
little hook.
On my end of things, I feel like I'm propositioning, like this is what I have to offer. Let me throw a quick one-liner at you, like conversation starters, man. All you're trying to do is start a conversation, right? And right back to your point, like, you want to be authentic. You want to just start a random conversation. Then, like, all right, guys, how many of you have conversation starters in your back pocket? How long did it take you to find good ones? And what is a good conversation starter, right? And then how do you sell that conversation starter in a way that the opposite sex is interested? And they're like, okay, this is engaging. Because, it doesn't take a lot to make a deep question seem overbearing, creepy, or just like, this guy is too deep for me,
gonna be perceived when I do this?
Yeah. So, and what's that line? And then, like, do they expect that level every time? Can you have just a regular conversation? But you've already started with this whole preconception of who you're trying to show them at your best, and
it's tiring real quick.
Yeah. Well, and then
because if you don't already have a lot of guards up going into internet dating, then you're going to eventually have those guards up, because you want to filter through them, and you want to get to can we just meet up without the expectation of it's a hookup? Can we just
like show up as friends?
Yeah.
Like, can we show up as like? And I think a lot of people forget that that's what dating is. That. I think, because internet dating has taken over the way it has, and because people have gotten uncomfortable with meeting or connecting with others, we long for this sense of intimacy. So then we automatically think that, like, dating is sex, or dating is like, we've got to have that intimate connection. If it's not there, then it's not happening. Or it's dating with the intent to marry. I think is a huge one. Like, I know, you guys, we're all ready to have our forever partners, but really think about this for a second. Like, why are you so focused on dating for marriage when, like, how do you make friends? Right. Like, are you making friends? Because if you don't have friendships and you're expecting to date for marriage, well, marriage is a long-term best friendship with a whole lot of extra caveats. And, like, I think we forget that perspective. I know. And
that's a whole nother layer to it too. What's on the profile? Are you here for friends? Are you here for hookups? Mm-hmm. Are you here for marriage?
And can you be honest about it?
And then the whole, like, we've had a whole discussion about labels and the intention behind them and what it conveys, and oh my goodness. Yeah. So yeah. And then Tony added that women would just send him nudes. They'd start with, like, hi, and then go straight to nudes. And speaking of nudes, that was another.
And they were never real
expectation.
People. They were scammers.
That was a weird expectation that I personally found sort of developed over time. Is there were lots of lots of asking for nudes, lots of unsolicited nudes that were sent your direction to just like start off the conversation. Like that's one way to let people know that you're only there for hookups. But then also like you're gonna lose interest in the person that you finally hooked to try and hopefully score just a physical in-person meetup date.
You know,
by
every time I was sent nudes, it was a scammer. Every single time. It was nudes, and then this whole like, my kid is at home, and if you get him a Roblox card, we can hang out. And I'm just like, no.
I didn't have that.
Oh my
I got
gosh.
a whole lot of
it was like prolific
propositions to be a sugar baby.
Damn.
But that out of that just it's like stop. What are you doing?
Yeah, no.
Stop. I'm here to meet people. You can't just come out the gate and be like, I'm gonna take care of you. And you're proud. And some of them ask me to travel. Like, oh, no, that's creepy. That's scary. I got kids. Nope. Hi, Thor.
If you
Thanks
didn't
for
have
joining.
kids, would you have done it?
That's what I'm saying, man. Having kids really saved me because after coming out of a divorce and being, at an all-time low, the idea of somebody taking care of me financially, whatever I want, with no expectations, because that was always the other thing. Like, I just want somebody to take care of.
Those are like, also scammers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a lot of them. And that's what was sad, is like internet dating, they like soon people, all types of people are like praying. So now like dating used to be where you just meet people. You randomly meet people, there's a connection, you go out on a date, and it's awesome, right? And then all of a sudden you had access to dating people. And then people on the sidelines are like, I could make a quick buck. I don't actually have to date, I could pretend, I could do this, I could do that. So it's been wild. But then on the flip side of that, I've had some really awesome connections. And like through my trials and errors,
I've met some interesting friends.
Yeah, I've made some really good friends. I've got quite a few friends.
The ones that would talk. Yeah, for sure. And oddly enough, the internet, MySpace is where I made my first like friend over the internet that I've never met in real life, and I didn't end up meeting until a couple months later. And it was like sketchy because we both lived in Billings. It was like, oh, you're just saying that. I'm like, oh no, I live over here by the skate park. I was like, oh my gosh, okay, so you are in Billings. Okay. It's like, yeah, we can meet up at the movie theater by the mall. Like, okay. Rimrock Mall. We're gonna meet at the Rimrock Mall. Okay, cool. I'm going to have a friend there with me. And then my friend came and I met this person who did not look like their profile picture. But we had already talked over the phone and the voice matched. Face did not. But I could get past it. And we ended up being just over the phone friends. I didn't want to meet up again because it really put me off that his picture on the internet didn't match who he was in real life. But the personality was really genuine. And the phone conversations were great. And we talked for so many years. Gosh, like 15. I still see him every once in a while. And we still could chat. Maybe not in the depth. But oh my gosh, we were like daily on the phone, friend chatting.
Damn, that's really cool. I didn't have that experience until 4 years ago now. My friend from Texas, or my friend who is currently living in Texas, yeah, we she was my first genuine.
Thanks for joining in, Tony. Good night.
Over the phone, not over the phone, over the internet's connection via Facebook. Like, I don't know, and like I've had a lot of people that I've connected with through Facebook that aren't in my area, and you talk here and there, but consistently talk, build an actual friendship with, FaceTime, like, yeah, that's wow, that was a really cool experience to be had. So there's some really cool things that come out of the internet dating experience, but it is treacherous ground. And I think at some point you get your fill of it, and then you walk away from that lifestyle.
I think if you stay too long, it makes you really jaded.
Yeah. You know what happens? You know what I think it is?
I had a lot of high expectations.
Well, you know what it is? I think it's because the over availability. Think about it for a second. Like, it's over availability, right? When you don't have internet as a place where people can socialize and meet up at random, like, you're only going to meet so many people in your lifetime anyway. And of those people, there are only going to be certain ones that you like enough to try and actually have a friendship with or want to take a chance on. And you'll have your own precursors of no, but that filter isn't there over the internet. So you have to like create the vetting system for it. And now you have access to so many people that like.
And what's your vetting system for it?
My vetting system now?
No, I mean, oh gosh, see, that's so like, what were your expectations going into internet dating? How were you hoping to find somebody? How did it work out?
I was really hoping that we'd like find somebody that and do the dating thing.
Meet up, start talking.
Yeah, but nobody wants to do that. Like, I just get the weird vibe that you gotta, it's like I've got to put up such a good first impression that says I'm a genuine nice guy, that like, and that just to get somebody to just say yes to a date, to actually meet up is, man, how do you do it without sounding creepy? And how do you do it when you know you've got like men, they have a stigma, and not entirely, like, I'm not jaded and I'm not saying that this is, but there is a stigma of like men are out there to be the worst kind of person that they are. And you're not wrong, ladies. Like,
the expectation is sex. That's where it was with
what it's not just the expectation, but men and women both. But in my experience, men in the online dating world are really desperate, and they're not focused on themselves, and they don't have any interesting qualities to bring to the table. And I know this because I was this, like, and sure, I had hobbies and interests and things, but really when I sat down and looked at what it was that I was trying to proffer at the table of internet dating, like, I didn't have anything. So that was when I first was like, oh, you know what? I need to get hobbies. And I picked up wood carving and wire wrapping.
Thank you for the likes, Thor.
So when you have men that are desperate, they are desperate for intimacy. They're desperate for connection. They're desperate for that family structure, people, because they're lacking it. And all these other things that you can step into in this realm of recognizing why they are in that position. But it also brings on really distasteful traits. And then when you see enough of that, you just feel like all men are like that, or you just are expecting that to be the norm because you've seen it enough times.
Do you remember the checklists?
No.
No? I don't know if it's still a thing, but I feel like back in 2015 when I started internet dating, I feel like women definitely had their checklists. So, like, first of all, does he expect you to pick up the tab? Or does he offer to pick up the tab? Does he open the door? Does he pull out your chair? Does he ask these certain questions?
Is that even a thing anymore? It's 2026.
I know, that's why I'm asking.
Oh my goodness.
Well, okay, because that was that was the setup. And I asked you all the questions that I asked you because when I went into internet dating, I went in looking for marriage. I was hoping to date people because I had kids. I wasn't looking to just rando hookup. I was looking for another father figure for my kids, like somebody who was gonna be in it with me. So then, not only that, it would have to be somebody who'd be okay raising somebody else's kids, and that's off-putting in general. I don't know. I feel like I don't even know the word to use for that. Like, normally that would be That was something that was on the dating sites, on profiles. I saw it. Not looking to raise other people's kids, no kids at all. Not in it for kids. I'm here for this.
You still see that. That still shows up even today.
That kind of hurt. I'm like, okay, so now we need to go pass through. But I mean, it's good to know that up front. Yeah. So like, but also like, would you be willing to talk about that, or is that just
like a hard no, or is that just a like nah?
Yeah. So then like I thought about having my kids in some of the pictures to just be like, yeah, I have my kids, but I also didn't want it to detract from it. So anyways, in the internet dating, I was going in looking for kids. So I was, or not kids, for marriage, and that I did not get much success at all. And I noticed that right off the bat, and I noticed that people were asking for nudes, and it was a common thing in all the conversations. And at some point I finally started to give in. Like, gosh, I can't even get past a like, hey, how are you doing, until I send something. So I have a couple pictures on hand, I guess. And then after a certain point, when you finally do get a couple dates, it's like, okay, it's still an expectation. I'm going to either lose this person's interest if I don't put out and continue to try and figure out. And I mean, you're supposed to try it before you buy it, right?
Oh, man.
So, but also, you're not the only one doing that. So also, you're Russian roulette and the STD field out there. So, do you want to like demoralize the crap out of yourself and send nudes and try before you buy it every time just because that's an expectation and they're not going to talk to you? So at what point do you like, is too much too much? Oh my gosh, the internet is awful. The internet is so awful. What have I become? I can't do this. This isn't working. And I'm not getting any actual meetups. I'm just getting nasty conversations.
Yeah.
They're not going anywhere.
I feel that.
Oh, and then after so many times that you swipe, it takes you back to the beginning and you don't see anything new.
You don't see anything new. Mm-hmm. You're like, oh, that's all there is. And then it makes...
So these are the only single people in my area, so I guess there's not a lot of people.
Yeah, there must not be a lot of... Yeah, and then you get the misconception because you don't for a second think, oh, there's people out there that aren't internet dating.
Right.
You know? But, no, I feel that on my end, it wasn't so much the expectation of sex. It was, mine was the opposite. Mine was just constantly proving that I'm not that, right? And then you get too timid, and then they're like, oh, you're a pushover, or you're this, or you're that. And it's just like, man, I can't find a happy medium with anybody. I don't know how to express like want for physical intimacy because I don't want to look like a creep. But if I don't ever ask for it, then they think that I can't take the initiative. And it's like, so where's the middle ground with that? Like, how do I just be me in all of this? And that was when I decided,
how do I be me? At the end of the day, I don't know. I got so fed up with the fact that I was really trying too hard to keep people interested by doing things that I didn't want to do, that I wouldn't normally do. I was lowering my values, lowering my own standards. Like, okay, I guess. Like, no, I want someone who's going to be interested in me, who's going to put forth effort in texting, text me back. Yeah.
How many times did you change your bio?
Oh gosh. I don't know. I remember 3 different kinds of bios that I had. Because in the beginning, I was very hopeful and I was in it for marriage. And then I was like, okay, I'm not going to get anything out of this. The world is just dark and gray and I'm just going to make it work for me. And so, yeah, we're going to do hookups. And then, I don't even know what the third one would have been.
Man, friends. I'll tell you right now, it's friends. Like, that's what happened with me. And my first part was like setting the expectation of what I'm looking for. And then after that,
not even going to try anymore. Well, just see what comes.
Well, after that burnout, then it was like, oh, I'm looking for like an actual relationship where we can do the things. Because maybe that's what they're looking for. They want someone that is willing to commit, you know? And then like that burns itself out because that's just, man.
And the
Anyway,
ghosting. Oh my gosh.
So then,
ghosting.
like, even now, like, I do a whole lot of internet dating? No. Do I have profiles? Well, I mean, I may have a Tinder profile. I think I've got it like completely deleted and gone because it's just, I don't know, man. Like, Tinder has been bittersweet, and honestly, like, I'm grateful for the good that came out of it, but the shit that I mucked through, do I really want to go that route? I don't know. That's a topic for later, if ever. But
the dating pool is a puddle, and damn, is it muddy.
It is. It's so muddy. But on my Facebook dating, it's just strictly, bro, I'm looking for friends. Like, I just want to find people that want to hang out, and honestly, I'm really even just like maybe I can find a couple people that are interested in my move to Texas. So like maybe I have some kind of connection start base to actually be social and not hermit in my house, right? Because that's the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
But past that, I just feel like internet dating is dead for me. It's too much work. There's too much.
Like it's a younger people kind of thing.
There's just too much masking going on there. I just rather meet people. And then when you meet people, you're less likely to run into all the people that you don't want. Like, why am I giving myself harder odds just because there's more availability? And honestly, there's not, because half of them are bots, the other half are scammers, and if you're not willing to pay, then you can't message. And women don't want to talk to people that just give them likes. They want people that are interested, so they're waiting for people that are willing to have a conversation. And those that are willing to have the conversation, well, they paid to have that conversation, so they'll get precedence anyways. And I'm just like, I don't want to put my money out like that. Like, I'm just, all right.
Old school meetups.
Old school meetups. But that also requires you to be more social.
Right.
And like, that's its own conundrum.
That's a thing happening now.
Mm-hmm. People are actually starting to get social again.
Yeah. But I remember at some point one or some of the dating apps were geared towards things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I swear there was like some feature where you could go and you could see that there were events happening in your area, and you could go to these little mingle meetup events.
We have that for Facebook, which is nice for the people that are on Facebook. Mm-hmm. I think that's one fortunate thing about social media is, like, even though it's kept us all apart, it still has opportunity to bring us together outside of our homes.
Yep.
If you're willing to look for it.
I mean, that was the hope anyways in creating groups and stuff, is having those meetups, those social gatherings. And I feel like that's what's missing. Not only are we like doing the texting thing, but it's through that mask of trying to acquire something. You're trying to get something out of it. And not only that, but like depending on how long you've been on the dating apps, you're already like really guarded. So you have to get through all these shields that you have up to even have an authentic conversation in a manner that you're not trying to get something for one up the other person, or like put them. That was another thing, putting them through the tests. They were tests. Did he pull out my chair? Did he meet
was
all
that
these
really
tasks?
A thing? A test? Man, I hope. I probably.
Yeah, I heard. Okay, so I've seen it on movies, and granted, a lot of the times I heard it on like Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
You're not wrong. There are some wild stories out there for those. Those have got some of
and
those.
Then as a female, yeah, I remember growing up as a girl and hearing about putting guys through tests.
I wonder how many tests.
And I've heard of dudes doing it to women too.
What? I wonder how many tests I've inadvertently been a part of. Like, most things are up and over my head. And
did he text first when I left my number? Did he reach out the next day?
Like, you know what?
The norm is supposed to wait until the next day, and then there's other ones that like will let it burn a little bit and make them wait a week.
My first wife, man. she did a lot of testing on me. She yeah, yeah, she was always setting me up to see if I would show up the way she wanted me to. Oof. What a wild thought.
I mean, I had things that I was looking out for as well. Like, does he do that? But that was also a big thing for my mom.
Yeah, but it's different when you're looking for indicators versus testing them out to see if they have them. You know, one is manipulative, the other one is just being observative.
And that unspoken, who's picking up the bill? Gosh. That was a weird argument. So I never wanted to go on a date unless I had money, because I didn't want to be in that awkward situation where, like, you expect me to pick up the entire bill. Like, no, I didn't, but, like, you invited me out, so.
Yeah, but so how did you work around that?
Like, I always had cash. I always had cash when I went out anywhere. I just didn't ever want to be in that awkward situation.
I did that for a bit.
So I could, if I was in a nasty position and I was ended up expected to pick up the whole bill, like maybe the date went bad. And I'm not really one to just walk out. That's not what I do. I'm like, I'm going to pay for myself, and he's eating whatever he's eating. I'm leaving. Bye. So that was a safety thing for me.
I started out with wanting to make sure I had monies for the dates, but then on my end of things, it's like I was so tired of it. Man, I don't want to have to decide yes or no on a date based on whether I have money or not. Like, if it always revolves around money, then, like, how can I do other things? And are they ever gonna be okay with that, right? Yeah, those things. Well, not even go for a walk, really.
Go to a museum.
But it's more. It helped me change the idea of dating, because when money's involved, it becomes performative, right? And then if money is involved, if it is going out to eat, like, it's just easier to be very direct and clear. Hey, if it's a date and you're inviting, I'm with you. If you're inviting, then you're paying, right? Or if you're inviting them to a date and you can't pay for all of it, then it's like, hey, I'd like to go on a date with you, but I've only got enough money for me. Would you like to go Dutch this time around? Because I enjoy your company while I'm having some food.
Yeah.
But it took a long time to get to that point.
It did. It did give me creative ways to proposition meetups.
Yeah.
Especially on a budget, for sure. That was nice. And I do remember listening to other, like, podcasts about how for men it was they would end up feeling like they were just a free meal. Girls would meet up with them because they wanted to go to this fancy place, and they wanted them to pick up the bill. And it was an expected thing.
So yeah, and for a first date, I just think that's extreme. Like, that's love bombing, Like, let me show you an unrealistic expectation.
Unless, but in like the old movies and stuff, that was but
those people
the way that things were done is you take a girl out and you do the things, and you put your jacket down so that she.
But look at what that perpetuated in our society. Look at the expectation.
So I love this because the chivalry thing. I heard it argued that we have lost that because the meaning behind it was meant as a way of respect. Like, you are respecting the other, and there's chivalry on the female side too for the masculine, and it got lost. So now that expectation is like, I'm not gonna do it.
Well,
gonna do that.
That's what happened. It became an expectation. It went from being a courtesy, it went from being a gentleman to performance. And once it became performative, that's when it became expected. And once it became expected, then all of its own.
Somebody remembered those little tidbits that benefited them, and they're upset that those aren't being met because their grandma told them that men should be doing that, and you don't expect Anything less, honey.
I love it.
Good night, Thor. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the likes.
And it's not that you don't get it, right? It's just remembering like that's a form of intimacy. Being courteous to somebody, holding the door open for them. You're taking the time out of your day to do something for another, right? And when it's expected of you and you're being performative because like it's just the thing to do, it loses the intimacy of it because it is now performative. It is a transaction. And so when we take away the transaction bit, when we do it because we want to for that person, that's a form of love, right?
Right.
And that's where we started to like, not to mention the broken homes and all the other things that really attribute to loss of the way of unity between people and how it was held and structured. And yeah, it definitely got too structured, but everything's in an ebb and flow, right? Like everything goes to one extreme and then over to the other before it settles in the middle. Like look at the masculine and how long it's been over everything in the world. Masculine has reigned supreme, and now we're starting.
Pendulum is changing.
And in the last 20 years, women have like it has become like we see the inverse. Men have become submissive. Women have really stepped in. They've really taken on masculine
really
qualities.
Into their power, so I'm sure the dating world looks a little different. But expectations have changed.
Well, and not only that, but like so. And you have your extremists. You have some women that are just so like against men and they're super misogynistic that it's on an extreme level. So we've got that pendulum swing. What's beautiful is the first swing, guys, the first part, the masculine, it lasted long because it was slow and steady, right? And then to right that imbalance, you have a sharp intake. So that's why you see such a drastic change in the feminine behavior so quickly. Because if it was as long as the men, we would never come back to equilibrium. We would destroy ourselves. Right. But because it's such a sharp uptake, it can come back down and hit center a lot smoother. And we're starting to see that transition into the center. Now we're talking about masculinity with the video that I sent you, the masculinity through matriarchy. You know, so we're starting. Beautiful. Yeah, so we're starting to see the collaboration of both sides coming together in unity. Manner. Yeah, yes, and I bet if you look at other trends, you'll see a similar thing. The first one is long, slow burn. The second one is a sharp intake, and then there's a form of equilibrium. And if the equilibrium doesn't sit right, well, then you get another cycle until it comes out to the middle and equilibrates.
Yup.
And through self-awareness.
It's loving one another enough, the caring for one another, letting down a guard. You can't go in it trying to get one over on the other.
Or expecting that somebody's out to get you. Or that they're just out for themselves to get gain. And that's why I said
chivalry.
At some point it just makes more sense.
Chivalry for men.
And at some point it just makes more sense to make friends.
Because respect in the dating world for men, respect in the dating world for women.
Well, but the dating world, honestly though, like the dating world, I think we're going to see a shift in it. I really think friendship is actually going to come back to being first. Because at the end of the day, what do we want? We want to marry our best friend. Or
I've heard it talked about that a lot of the younger generation is not looking
for marriage. No.
And
they want that
in itself is huge. Not jumping straight away to the marriage and having the kids right away.
Yeah, because look at all the years of toxicity it's brought up. It's finally done
all the growing up to be done. All the figuring out who you are. A lot of people don't even figure out who they are until they're like 30, 40 years old.
Yeah, well, and then we just got the information in that it's not 25 that your brain stops developing. It's 32.
32 is when you reach peak adulthood.
Yeah. So we're just like hobbits.
Scientifically.
We're just like hobbits in the J.R.R. Tolkien realm. Like we're not adults, so we're 32 years old.
There's a lot more emotional intelligence coming into play, I feel. And it shows in the fact that they're not wanting to get married right away. I feel like
they want to take their time.
I have thankfully, My gosh, my kid turns 18 this year. He has a girlfriend of 2 years. And, maybe it's the fact that I was babysitting. Maybe it was the fact that, I don't know, there's a good age gap between him and his younger siblings. So he got to experience that as well. But I really think it was the babysitting, especially in his later teen years, that I feel like it was like, okay, maybe that was just a little bit of a hype that I felt for a minute about like, I want to have kids. Because like now I don't think I want to have kids. I don't think I'm ready to have kids. I think I want to wait to have kids. Like, yeah, that's real. Yeah, that sounds great, kid. Oh, yeah, great idea. I can't believe you came up with that. That's that. Awesome. Like, love that. This is a lot, and you got to buy diapers because you see this pack of diapers, it might make it through the week. You're going to have to come to the store. And I had him go to the store with me and we had to go buy diapers. You see how much diapers are? Yeah. You want to go take a look at what the formula costs?
Let's go look at the baby
let's go look at the baby formula.
Oh
my gosh. It's like $50 a can. Holy cow. Same thing with diapers. Holy man.
Man. I was very fortunate. My first child.
And not only that, but just the wild, absolutely mind-boggling fact that they lock up the formula.
Do they really?
Yes, they lock it up with a key. You have to have a store clerk come over and unlock the baby formula because because people were stealing it because it's outrageous prices and people in need can't afford
formula.
So people were stealing it.
Yeah.
And then not only that, but I'm sure it may or may not have had anything to do with the people that were like sticking money underneath the lids. And people were sticking money in the boxes of diapers because things were so expensive. And then it enticed people because people were making TikTok videos about it. So it enticed people to go over and rip off the lids to go see if there was money and stick their hands in the diaper boxes to see if there was money hidden in there.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was a wonderful idea. But the internet takes it and spreads it all over, and then, the dark side of the internet caught it, and people were going around and stealing that money.
Oh, man. That's wild.
It was huge for a bit. And then the internet was outraged that people were stealing it. And they were making videos of looking to see if the money that they put there the day before was gone or not. Yeah, it was a huge thing.
It makes zero sense. I'm gonna hide this money that I'm gonna give away. We're gonna see somebody steals it. Wait, what? Mm-hmm. Stop it. Content. Make it make sense.
Content.
Oh my goodness gracious.
And rage baiting too, because people will get upset with you. Absolutely. You make it about single mothers or struggling mothers or whatever you want. It'll outrage the internet.
But if you are gonna do
justified anger,
if you are gonna apply the internet dating world, if that is your fancy or if that is where you find that you are attempting to meet somebody, I just strongly recommend you ask yourself, what do I bring to the table? And not money or skill sets that help others, but your passions, your knowledge, the things that make you interesting, your hobbies. And very quickly you will see just how interesting of a person you really are because of how many hobbies you actually have, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that was one of my first things was man, in my bio, I talk about all the things that I like to do, but I don't talk about any of the things that I do because I don't do anything because I hermit away and I play video games. Nobody wants to hang out with somebody that only plays video games 24/7. So what else can I do with my life? What does interest me? So then you guys, you find that you are less inclined to feel desperate.
What was your big selling point on your bio for yourself?
Hold on, I'm getting there. You feel less inclined to feel desperate to get the interaction from other people because it goes from trying to proposition for somebody for something by saying, look, I'm good enough to, all right, these are my interests. This is what I'm looking for. If you like what you see, let's talk, right? Like, and you say that in any which way you can. But honestly, I couldn't tell you what my biggest selling point is. I was fortunate enough that I came across somebody on Tinder that ended up helping me build my Tinder profiles so that I could have better success with it.
Oh my
And it worked wonders, man. She got me a lot of awesome potential
Did she
conversations.
tell you what she tweaked about it?
Yeah, but do I remember? No.
Gosh, Brayden,
I know.
you're so frustrating.
I just like it's just too much effort, man.
I remember my big
effort.
selling point was I'm a tomboy. I think is what it's called. Makes more sense to say a tom girl because I'm a boyish girl, I guess, rather than saying a tomboy.
I wonder where that term came from.
I know, right? I never say it right. But either way, my dad raised me and told me that, you know, I was the son he never had. He could take me fishing, hunting, and all that stuff. I could sit in the boat for hours with my pole and I'd have a good time because we're out in nature. I could get dirty. I could gut a deer. I can butcher a deer. I could do all the things. I could play video games too. So I was trying to advertise myself in that manner. I was like, yeah, I like doing just about anything. Like I'm really easy to please. So if you mess it up,
that's on you.
Damn.
That's so funny.
Damn.
I guess my selling point in that manner would have been deep conversations. Like you want to be able to have like conversations of
you love
depth.
to talk. I love to listen, and I also love to talk.
And I also love to talk, and I want to like, but how deep do you want to go? Because I can get deep. And sometimes it was really hard because you get those people that were interested and they want to talk to you, and they just did not know how to throw the conversation back your freaking way. You're like, are you gonna ask me any questions? Are you gonna give me more than a one-word answer? Are you gonna like? It takes two to conversate, you know, and you're asking for these deep conversations, but you don't seem to know how to have them. What am I doing here? You know, or they would like to deep conversations, but like they would lose interest if you couldn't keep up a deep conversation. And you're just like, man, how many deep conversations do you want from me? Why do they all gotta be deep? Like, I don't mind doing this, but
you were talking to me before, and now you're not talking to me so much. So then, here's my big question for you. Would you say your best experience with relationships or dating came from someone you met on the internet or someone you met outside of the internet?
Ooh, it's a tie.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, because like I met one super awesome individual through Tinder, which I didn't think was going to happen. And honestly, that relationship may have lasted. I would have been able to enjoy that relationship a bit more fully had she not had to move so soon, you know? So there's that. But I got a really awesome friendship out of it. We stayed connected and we are like, we still have pretty good conversations with each other about the things going on in our life and where we're at and who we're dealing with and the dating troubles of, of our lives, you know. But I've also I've had more connections, not through internet dating. You know, that track record is not the greatest either. It's so yeah, I'd say they're about even. It doesn't matter where you find them, guys. There are good ones and there are not so good ones in the mix. I just find the ratio is a bit more when it comes to internet. Nice thing about internet was like half the people that bring gosh, like do you imagine if that was a date with every person, like an actual date, and they would burn you after your actual date? It would really start to make you question yourself.
Gosh, that sounds like a Key and Peele skit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. I could totally see it. Ghosting in real life.
Mm.
POV ghosting in real life. I feel like I've seen this already. Well, I met my husband outside of the internet. But I'd say if it wasn't for the internet, I don't think we'd probably have known that the other still existed.
What?
I've stayed connected
So,
enough because, like, I knew that he joined the military right away,
So it was like indirect.
and I think I saw him. No, he just. I posted a lot on Facebook because once the transition from MySpace, I hung on to MySpace for as long as I could, and then I switched over to Facebook finally, right as I graduated high school. So from 2010 on, I had my MySpace, and he left school before then. But I ran into him at a gas station, and then I think he posted something on Facebook, and I might have commented, and then he messaged me. I was like, "What are you doing tonight? You're awake?" I'm like, well, I'm off at like 4 a.m. It's like crazy because I'm off at like 3:30, 4 a.m. as well. It's like wild. I will definitely meet up with you at this hour of the morning. Oh my god, this is a hookup. My experience on internet dating tells me so. Ooh, this is sexy.
Was it a hookup?
Oh, he kissed me that night. I think no, I think we met up twice before he actually kissed me. But I wasn't pushing for it because I wasn't technically single. I wasn't even sure if he was interested. I was going to see if he was interested because he hit me up that late. It definitely had to be that. But I've also made those mistakes before and read into it.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
So I had to just that before.
I love it.
Oh my gosh, that sounds so. I have issues with attachment.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I spent
because I didn't want to let go until I knew it was there. Ew.
I struggled really hard with codependence. Struggled really hard with codependency, and I'm not gonna say
being lonely sucks, especially when things like internet dating apps exist.
Yeah, well, and it's just, I mean, it's when you don't have the social group, you don't have friends or ways to meet friends or make friends, or the friends you have are only through your work setting.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of this severely lacking of things, right? And I think we, oh shoot, I was going somewhere with that, and it's just, I am so tired, so tired, man.
That's okay.
Haven't had much sleep in the last couple of days. I'm in the last 2 weeks of moving.
But I haven't yawned anymore. I know.
Let's go somewhere with
Brayden's
things.
Brayden's moving. So we're not normally on TikTok. We're normally on Facebook. But things are changing.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't know where it's going to change. I'll definitely be going back to Facebook for a little bit. And if things change, I don't know. We'll see. You'll definitely want to be over in the Facebook group if you want to see what's happening. Me. But yeah, we're doing TikTok lives every Wednesday at 10 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. Is that right? I feel like that was wrong.
No, that sounded right. You said 10 p.m.
Mountain Daylight Time.
It's because you said night.
Mountain Time.
Mountain Time.
Mountain Time.
Mountain Time.
MDT.
Why is there a D in there?
Mountain Daylight. I swear, it sounds weird, but I swear that's right. Anyways, 10 p.m. Wednesdays. We'll be here next week, and that'll be the last Wednesday for May, and you're supposed to be moving.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
We'll
be here next Wednesday at 10, for sure.
And then we'll figure out how we're going to collaborate from there.
Go to the link in my bio, in my link tree. It'll show you it'll have a link to the Facebook group, and you can join us over there, and I'll have all the updates. Definitely 100% in that Facebook group.
Oh my gosh, I gotta add my link tree back to my back to my TikTok. Because I don't have my Ko-Fi link onto my Linktree. I just have, I don't remember what it is. It's irrelevant. But I also have Esoteric Nexus on there. So if I just put my stand link onto my Linktree and put my Linktree onto my whatchamacallit. Anyway, and
yeah,
I just,
lots of changes.
I just realized my business cards have my Linktree QR code and not my Ko-Fi QR code. So I didn't make those for nothing, and I can still continue to use them. I can't even tell you how stoked I am because
that's awesome.
Yeah, otherwise
awesome.
it's like 400 of those cards just sitting there doing nothing.
Yeah, I was thinking about how my ex-husband had his own business, and like I did a lot of things for him. I helped set up his website and all these other things. He had a car sticker, and I thought that was pretty cool. But I was just kind of thinking, like, all the cool things that we've learned through what we've done, that definitely would have helped him if I was helping him with his business. And I just think it's really cool, like the banner that we have, and then the idea of having that pull-up one for like vendor shows and stuff. Oh my God, that's somebody tuned up this late.
No, my life can't end.
Oh my goodness. Well, that's really cool that it gives you a 5-minute window.
Yeah, no kidding. I almost didn't see it.
Yeah.
Lovely.
I did have 1 or 2 cool people that I met through internet dating that were fun to talk to.
Yep, me too.
But like successful relationship experiences, no, not on internet dating.
I had my one.
No successful.
And well, not even one. I would say, I have my one. But I made quite a few friends through internet exploration.
I sure did lose hope pretty quickly, though. I'm a very impatient person. Yep.
Oh, that's so funny.
That has not changed.
Ah, man, I beat that horse dead. This time. And then I finally gave up
Dating with kids. I swear it saved me. I would have been picked up.
Would you have jumped into the questionable offers that came your way?
Oh, for sure!
Oh my goodness, right?
Oh my gosh! Yes, I probably would have entertained 1 or 2 of those dangerous offers. Is it real though? I mean, I could totally see myself being a sugar baby. What?
I don't have to do
Absolutely. Are you for real?
Oh my gosh.
Are you the Prince of Siberia? Oh my gosh. Yes.
Take me away.
I'm gonna be a princess, guys.
What room in your castle do I get to call my own?
You just told me to jump on this plane. And here I am. I'm in Egypt. Wherever.
Wouldn't that be wild?
Yeah. No, not really.
I mean, I guess you went to Germany, so.
It's for the military.
You still went there. Which is wild because, this
I
same
just
girl.
felt like I should put that out there. I wasn't picked up and somebody paid for me. Uncle Sam did.
This lady right here went to Germany through the military, but has an hour perimeter around her safety zone for travel on her own.
I do.
And military was on your own?
It was not. It was not. I went into the military.
Did you go in with friends? I mean, I guess you have other people, so you're not on your own, but you still
So once upon a time, Whitney was a senior in high school, and I had my high school sweetheart that was on again, off again, and we finally called it quits in our senior year. And then I met my now ex-husband in my senior year again, and he's 8 years older than me, waiting for me to turn 18 so we can legally be together. And I decided about 2 months into dating him after graduating that I was gonna not do the military thing anymore. And my mother really wanted me to go. So she told me, Whitney, if you marry him, then he will be sent to wherever you are stationed. and you guys won't have to be apart. So you can still join the military and you can still be with your boyfriend. So I married him.
Oh my gosh.
So that I could have my cake and eat it too.
That wow. I did not know that.
We dated for, I think, 3 or 4 months before we got married. Yeah.
Hi, good day, good night, guys. Or I'm not going with.
I was young enough. I was so in love.
Well, I mean, mine wasn't much better.
Yeah.
My girlfriend told me at that time that she convinced me. She's like, if you get me pregnant, then my mom will have to let me marry you, and then we can live together. She was so adamant about getting out of her place and wanting to have her own ways.
In different ways.
She tried me 3 kids.
You can't break up with me because I'm pregnant. I've heard that.
I
remember the weird, like, oh my gosh, I miscarried. I miscarried.
I went through that with
you shouldn't leave me.
I went through that with mine. She faked.
I'm not going to name drop because I remember people we went to elementary school with who used that in their dating. That's middle school. That was the thing that happened a lot in middle school.
I was told about a fake pregnancy and a fake miscarriage to be kept around. Like, I had it twice. I had a lot more than twice. A lot of things went over my head back then. I was really definitely should be young and dumb. But yeah.
That added a different layer to like internet dating too. Like, you don't want an oopsie in your internet dating. Like, gosh, that's just terrifying.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, dude, having kids really, like, I made sure to have good filters up.
Wow. Yeah.
But it was really, gosh, it was like a black hole. Just the idea of being judged against all these other women just based on a profile picture that he just.
So
that one's cute.
If you
I'll swipe right on that one. I don't really know.
If you were to ever find yourself in a time of having to step back into dating, would you attempt internet dating again?
What a weird question, Brayden.
All right. Well, I think about it more from the fact of with what you know now compared to because you did internet dating 8 years ago, and all the growth you've done since then, like the person you are now, would that person bother with internet dating?
I don't think so.
No.
I think I'm too old for internet dating. I feel like I have a lot of different expectations that are up. So I would want that face-to-face connection.
You say that, but my dad's 55 and he's doing internet dating successfully.
Do you want to talk about your dad?
No, we definitely don't. But but are you too old? If he's 55 and he found somebody, are you really too old for internet dating?
I think so. I think so, Brandon. I'm not saying I can do meetups and find group activities and stuff to do, but I would not.
You wouldn't do the internet.
I would not do a Tinder.
Yeah.
Swipey swipe. No.
Yeah, I feel that. I'm right there with you. I am right there with you. It's too much effort. It's too much song and dance.
I would be more apt to join a Discord or something rather that does meetups.
I still haven't built my Discord.
Mm-hmm.
That's so much to do.
Yeah. Happy Wednesday, guys.
Happy Wednesday. Woo-hoo.
Thanks for joining us for our willy-nilly discussions on internet dating and our experiences.
And if you decide you want to do it, remember, just focus on yourself, man. Out of all of it, regardless of how you go about doing your internet dating, really just focus on yourself. Focus on what's making you happy, and because what makes you happy makes other people happy. And what makes you happy makes other people happy. And when you find those other people that are happy with the things that make you happy, like that's where magic starts to begin, right? And that's where online dating can become something beautiful. But it's just hard to get through all those different masks and barriers and walls and guards because of all the different experiences that have not been so great on the online dating.
Look for some group activities that are happening around your areas.
Yeah. And they don't have to be at night, you guys. Like you can meet somebody during the day too.
Try new things.
You know. Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Are we done? Is that it? We're gonna call it.
That's it.
Right
Brain's looking sleepy, tired, and I was
so
already yawning earlier. So.
All right, you guys.
Thanks for joining us.
It's been fun. Thanks for being here.
Hasta la bye bye.
Hasta la bye bye. And now.